Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Joy and I am so glad that you are here and that you chose this to be your safe space. In today's video, as you can tell by the title, we are going to be doing our first TBR video of the year, and I am super excited to share the books that I have planned to read this month. So we're going to start off very ambitious. You may call me crazy, but I will be finishing the entire When in Rome series by Sarah Adams this month, especially because Beg, Borrow, or Steal comes out on January 7th. I am going to be using my Audible credit to listen to it, so I'm really excited. But I also just finished When in Rome today, and 5 stars. 5 stars. One thing about Sarah Adams is she nails the rom-com Hallmark vibes, and if you are a closed door romance girly, if you like no spice in your books, Sarah Adams books are fade to black. I do believe the rule book, which is the second book that is connected to the cheat sheet, that had a little bit of spice in it, but it's nowhere near as crazy as some of these other spicy books maybe. But I am going to, once my hold becomes available on Libby, I will be reading Practice Makes Perfect, and then immediately after that I'm going to jump into Beg, Borrow, or Steal. I know for a fact that I'm going to finish this series this month, mark my words. Next, we have one of my physical reads, Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. We are following our main characters, Yasmin and Josiah, who are separated, and they are also business partners, but they're also trying to co-parent their children together, and they're really trying to figure out if this marriage is worth saving or not, and trying to find that spark that they once had when they fell in love all those years ago. And this book, I hear so many good things about it. I know it is a little more of a mature romance. It's not your average fluffy type of romance that you may be accustomed to. This is really like hard hitting, and my mom loves this book, and my mom has been begging me for a very long time to read it. So when I saw it in Barnes & Noble, I was like, okay, I have to grab it. This is the moment, this is the time. I will be in my Kennedy Ryan era this year, and I am really excited to read it. Next, we have 2 books that I plan to read on my handy dandy Kindle. Let's take a moment and look at my Kindle. She is beautiful. Look at her. She's lovely. I plan on reading The Crash this month. That comes out on January 28th. And I'm really excited about it because essentially we are following our main character, who is 8 months pregnant, and she is driving and gets caught in a snowstorm. She's freaking out. Of course she would be, but miraculously she gets rescued by this couple, and they invite her into their home, and the book goes from there. And you know Frida, it's gonna be sick, it's gonna be twisted, and you think you know what's going on, but you don't. So I'm really excited about this one. One of my other goals for 2025 was to get through a good chunk of Frida McFadden's backlist. I believe so far I have read the Housemaid series, so that's 3. And then I've also read Ward D, The Inmate. I've read about 5-6 books from Frida so far. And I am really excited to get into The X by her this month. Essentially, we have the obsessive ex, and we think we know the story, but probably in reality we don't. And especially with Frida, you know, one thing about Frida, she's gonna lead you in one direction, and then she'll throw you in reverse and then be like, psych, no, it wasn't that. And I love that about her books. It keeps my mind engaged with the story, and I think that this book is probably going to be really good. The next book that I have to get to this month is Beautiful Ugly by Alice Feeney. I received this as an ARC on NetGalley, and this book comes out on January 14th. Essentially, we are following our main character whose wife went missing, and a year later he is really struggling financially. He feels like he can't write his next book. His agent decides, hey, you know, take some time away, and maybe this will help you clear your mind and help you get the writing process going again. So she tells him that her old client had a house in Scotland, and so he goes there, and while he's there he notices a woman that looks eerily similar to his wife. I feel like we have a unreliable narrator situation going on. I'm really excited about it. I hear great things about Alice Feeney and her books, especially Rock, Paper, Scissors is the one that I hear about all the time, and I do want to read that this year, but I'm really excited to read this book. Let's dive into some books that I hope I I can get to this month. Now, you guys, not too much on me. This book is a hopeful. Verity by Colleen Hoover. I've had this book on my TBR for so long. It constantly is getting moved over to each TBR each month, and I just never get to it. And I know for a fact that definitely this year I will be reading this book, but I hope I can read it sooner rather than later. So we're gonna add this as a hopeful to the TBR this month. That is all of the books that I plan on reading in January. Let me know in the comments what you plan on reading this month, or if you've had a 5-star book already, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.